In this video we're going to be looking at what is meant by efficiency and how it is different to productivity, and as well as the first two types of efficiency, technical efficiency and allocative efficiency. Alright, the definition of an efficient allocation of resources is critical. Okay, so an efficient allocation of resources is an ideal economic situation in which we are using our resources in the best possible way. So no other pattern of output or production other than what we're choosing can yield greater satisfaction for society. So we're using our resources in a way that's maximising welfare or living standards. It's not just about producing as productively as possible, it's about utilising our resources that in a way that's going to maximise the satisfaction or utility of society. And it also implies that we are minimising our opportunity cost. Here's another definition of efficiency that is a good way to sum up all the factors that are part of an efficient allocation of resources. So an efficient allocation of resources occurs when the needs and wants of society are maximised. We're satisfying as many wants and needs as possible. Goods and services that people want will be produced in the best possible way. So we need to be doing things as productively as possible and having no waste. And when we're achieving efficiency, it is impossible to make someone better off without making someone else worse off. We have minimised opportunity cost, and the goods and services that are produced provide the highest level of collective satisfaction. So we're using our resources in the way that is maximising satisfaction of society as much as we possibly can. Types of efficiency we're going to look at. The first one is technical efficiency. Technical efficiency, you'll also hear it referred to as productive efficiency. Okay, it means exactly the same thing. It means obtaining the greatest possible production of goods and services from our available resources. We are using our resources as productively as we possibly can to generate as much output as we possibly can. So there is no waste in the production process. Okay, there's no idle capital, there's no idle labour sitting around doing nothing. We're producing the best quality products at the lowest opportunity cost, and we're maximising our productivity, maximising our output per unit of input. It's all about productivity. So all points along our production possibility curve are technically efficient. That's really important. Okay, so to achieve technical efficiency, we are transforming natural resources into goods and services without waste. Producers are doing the best possible job of combining goods and resources to make goods and services. There's less waste, and input costs means lower prices. So what I mean by that is that we're producing as productively as possible. There's no waste, which is allowing businesses to charge lower prices, and that's really good from our material living standards. So when we're being technically efficient, we can lower the prices because we're producing really productively, and that helps to reduce prices, which increases people's purchasing power and boosts material living standards. So there's a clear link between technical efficiency and material living standards. And again, with technical efficiency, there's no workers standing around idly waiting for something to do. No one's wasting their time. Yeah? And that is great for material living standards, again, because it keeps prices down. It means that people can consume more. It also boosts non-material living standards because there are more products out there in the market, so people have more choice. So there's actually a link between technical efficiency and non-material living standards as well. Types of productivity you need to be aware of. Labour productivity is output per labour hour of work. We have capital productivity, which is output per machine hour. So how much output are we generating per machine? And then there's multi-factor productivity, which is a measure of how much our total output is when we combine labour hours and machine hours. Yeah. How could a government or workforce increase technical efficiency? Some ways that the government or workforce could increase technical efficiency: we could give people commissions so that they are working harder, more productively, because it's got nothing to do with how much we're paying people. It's all about how much people are producing per hour of work for labour productivity. So the government might decide that we're going to employ more people based on enterprise bargaining agreements or individual contracts where they get paid based on how productively they work. Workforces might decide to have bonuses for people that work harder. All of those will help to boost technical efficiency. Then we have what we call allocative efficiency. So technical efficiency is just about maximising productivity, but it's got nothing to do with what actual goods and services we're producing. So allocative efficiency is the more important one. That's having the most efficient allocation of resources in a sense that resources are actually producing goods and services most valued by society. So if the society can be really technically efficient but producing goods and services that society doesn't want. We might be producing products like muumuus or woolen jumpers that have pictures of the devil on it that nobody actually wants. Even if we're producing really productively, we're not being allocatively efficient because we're not satisfying society's wants and needs. Another example is we're producing illicit drugs. Okay, that is not in society's best interest, so it's not allocatively efficient. So allocative efficiency is about the production of goods and services that are going to maximise national welfare. And there's only one point on the PPF that will be allocatively efficient, and it depends on how much we value goods and services. So allocative efficiency implies we're not only producing productively, so we need to have technical efficiency, we have to be producing productively to achieve allocative efficiency, but it's not just about that. It's also about producing what consumers most desire and what's going to maximise society's utility. Okay, if we're achieving allocative efficiency, any change in the way we use our resources will only reduce national welfare or living standards. We're already optimising society's best interests. So allocative efficiency is just the same as efficiency, really. So summing up allocative efficiency, we're maximising the needs and wants of society. Goods and services will be made in the right quantities and generally go to those people who value them most, and no resources are being wasted. Okay, we're producing productively, we're reducing our cost per unit. Again, that's going to help material living standards because prices are going to be lower. To achieve allocative efficiency, we must achieve the three other types of efficiency. So we've talked about technical efficiency. We also need to talk about intertemporal and dynamic efficiency. How will the following affect allocative efficiency? Alright, putting a tax on illicit drugs. Well, illicit drugs are, society decides that these products are not allocatively efficient. Okay, it's not allocatively efficient for people to be smoking marijuana or cocaine. So we're better off putting taxes on them, or in some cases banning them to increase society's welfare or living standards. We'll talk about the other two in class. As I said to you before, only one point on the curve is allocatively efficient. How can an increase in technical efficiency impact allocative efficiency? Have a go at this question. Answer. How would you go about it? You would define technical efficiency. You would state that higher productivity means that a higher quantity of goods and services are being produced. This will generally mean lower prices, means that more of society's values, wants and needs are being met because we're producing in greater quantities. It's going to improve material living standards because product prices are cheaper and there's more choice for people, improving non-material living standards. However, what you would require for full marks is to also say that technical efficiency does not imply we're producing what society wants. So we could be producing items nobody wants or those that reduce living standards. So you need to make it clear that just by improving technical efficiency, that is not enough to ensure allocative efficiency. Next video, we're going to look at these two.